Hello children, we will continue our chapter friction. So in this chapter till now we have learned about what is friction or frictional force and what are the factors affecting friction, that is nature of two surfaces come in contact. If the surface is rough, it creates more friction. If surface is smooth, it creates less friction. And as well as magnitude of force, that is weight pressing the two surfaces together. That is the object which moves on other surface, other object. If it is too heavy, there will be more friction, and if the weight is less, there will be less friction. So the factors affecting friction are nature of the surface as well as magnitude of the force, that is nothing but weight. And we have learned about cause of friction. Friction is caused due to interlocking of irregularities, that is which cause between two surfaces that come in contact. And smooth surfaces, they have minute irregularities, and rough surfaces, they have large irregularities. And smooth surfaces have minute irregularities, so the interlocking between the ridges and grooves will be less, so they can easily unlock, so the friction will be less there. And rough surfaces have more irregularities, that is ridges and grooves are more, so they lock with each other, so the friction will be more. So here cause of friction is due to interlocking, whether it is smooth or rough, all the surface, they have irregularities called as ridges and grooves. Then in previous session, we have learnt about types of friction. There are three types of friction, namely static friction, sliding friction, and rolling friction. Static friction, the force of friction which exists between two surfaces of an object, which the object is in static, there is no relative motion, no motion. Static means it is stationary. It comes into play when the object is in stationary position. And sliding friction is a force of friction which comes into play when the surface of one object which is in motion, that is when slide over the surface of other object. Sliding, it is when it is in movement, so it causes friction. If you compare the frictional force in between static and sliding friction force of friction is less compared to static friction because it is in movement, slide over the other object. And coming to rolling friction, the rolling motion, the frictional force comes into play when an object rolls over the surface of the other object. So here if you compare, the frictional force of rolling motion is very, very less compared with that of sliding motion. So the motion will be fast as compared to that of sliding motion. And today, children, we will be learning about friction and necessity, that is nothing but advantages of friction, and friction and evil or nuisance, or otherwise we will be talking about disadvantages of friction. So first we'll start with advantages of friction. So friction enables us to walk without slipping. We will be seeing various examples in our day-to-day life to know about the advantages of friction. So friction enables us to walk without slipping. So when we walk, it is because of the friction between the sole of the shoe and the ground prevents us from slipping. So we know that when two surfaces comes in contact, there exists frictional force. So while walking, how do? We push the ground backwards. You just imagine the way you walk. When we walk, what do? We push the ground backwards. When we step, what happens? We push the ground or ground backwards, and the force of friction here, it acts in the opposite direction. So we push, that is applying force is backward. So the friction always acts in the opposite direction of the force applied. So here frictional force is in forward direction. So as it is in opposite direction, it prevents us from slipping. Thus it makes a balance, so we do not slip. So friction enables us to walk without slipping. And second advantage, friction enables a car to move on a road without skidding. The same way as we walk, it is because of the friction between the tires of car and the surface of the road. As it comes in contact, it create frictional force exists in between these two, and which enables the car to move forward without skidding. So if there were no friction, we can not imagine how the car would move. It would stay where it was. And third advantage is friction enables us to write and draw on paper. So it is because of friction between the tip of the pencil or pen, whatever it is, and a paper. The friction which exists between the tip of the pen or pencil and the surface of the paper, it makes the carbon particles of the pencil, or you can tell the ink from the pen, it rubs off from the pencil or pen because of friction, and that appears like black mark or ink mark on the paper. So this way friction enables us to write and draw on paper. So first advantage we have till now learnt about, it enables us to walk without slipping, and it enables the car or any vehicle to move without skidding. And third advantage we have learnt about, friction enables us to write and draw on paper. Now let's further continue the advantages. That is, friction enables us to pick up and hold things in our hand. How do we hold? Or when we want to write or draw, we have to hold the pen. For that also friction is necessary. We can hold any object. For example, here a glass tumbler in our hand is being held because of friction between the glass tumbler and our hands. If friction is not there, it will be slippery and it will fall down. We cannot hold anything. Similarly, we can pick up the things or pick up books lying on the desk or wherever it is by our hand due to friction. So friction enables us to pick up and hold things in our hands. And next advantage is that friction enables us to light a matchstick. So due to friction only, matchstick is being lighted. As we know that the tip of the matchstick consists of some chemicals, and when we rub matchstick against the side of the matchbox, here the friction exists between the tip of the matchstick and the surface of the matchbox, produces heat, and because of friction there will be heat is being produced, and this heat burns the chemical which is present in the tip of the matchstick, or you can tell head of the matchstick, and it lights up. That is due to friction. Even during winter days, we rub our hand, both the hands. So when we rub the surface of both the hands due to in contact, when we rub over each other, heat will be produced due to friction that exists between both the surface of our hand. Similarly, here also when we rub the matchstick against the surface of the matchbox, due to friction, heat is produced, and this heat burns the chemicals that is present in the tip of the matchstick, so that matchstick gets lights up. So till now we have learned about different advantages of friction, such as it enables us to write or draw on paper. It enables us to hold pen or hold anything without dropping it. It enables us to walk without slipping. It also, if you imagine every day in our day-to-day life, without friction, we cannot do our day-to-day activities. It holds the screw. When we screw the wood, screw on the wood or on the wall, there should be a friction between the tip of the screw or nail and on the surface of the wall. Then only it can hold the screw. It allow the same way, it allow the dishes to stand on the table. Or how do we stand? Because there will be a friction, that is static friction exists between the surface of our feet and the surface of the ground, so that we can stand. So for everything friction is necessary. So we can say friction is a necessary evil. And now let me continue. Friction sometimes it acts it is a nuisance for us. Means it is we are going to learn about disadvantages of friction. And due to friction, it wears away the soles of our shoes. When we continuously use, the sole of our shoes get worn. That is, when we walk on the road, the surface of the shoe keep on breaking off slowly, due to which soles of our shoes wear out slowly. And the shoes get damaged, so that it becomes unfit to wear after some days. So it is a nuisance for us. So due to friction, it wears away the soles of our shoes. And next, the same way, tires of vehicle also wear out gradually due to friction. And like shoe, there are the tiny particles of tires also break down due to friction when they run on the road. And the same way, the tires of the particles of tire gets wear out and it becomes unfit to use. And if the tires wear out, you can see here the grooves of the tires, it creates friction between the surface of the road. And if it is worn out, and car cannot move, and it creates skidding. So it is very dangerous. So we have to change the new tire. So the same thing where happens to with the bicycle tire, where whatever it is. And here you can see that effect of tires due to friction. And here before that new tire, it has that grooves made on it. Why grooves are made? Because it creates more, that so that the surface of the tire become rough, so there will be more friction. And if it is continuously used, due to friction, the tiny particles of the tire gets wear off, so that it becomes spoiled, get damaged. So after used for many days, it becomes worn out. And friction also wears out the brake pads of the vehicle gradually. Brake pads is very, very essential to when we apply the brake, when we want to stop the vehicle, we apply the brake. So when brake pad, there will be a friction between the brake pad and the rim of the wheel, so that vehicle will come to stop. And here brake pad is made of rubber, and when the brakes of the vehicles are applied, when we apply brake, lot of friction is produced. So due to this friction, it wears out the brake pad gradually. So you can see in the figure, the rubber particle comes out. So even if it comes out, what will happen? Even if you apply brakes, there will not be any friction exist. So it will not stop whenever we want. So you have to change the brake pad. So it is a nuisance for us. And friction wears out steps of staircases in buildings and foot over bridges. So you may have seen that friction between the sole of shoes and between the sole of shoes and surfaces. Because of that, if the sole of shoes get wear away, when we hard stone steps slowly. So the stone steps are made up of rough surface, hard stone, so that it creates friction. So if there is friction, um, we cannot fall down, so that we can walk easily. But what happens as the surface is very rough and the shoes, there will be a friction, but due to friction between the shoes and the rough surface, friction will be more. So because of that continuous usage, the steps of the buildings, staircase or foot over bridges, whatever it becomes, you can see after some time it becomes smooth, as the same way how it happens in our sole of shoes, also worn off the same way, it becomes very smooth. Then there will be a chance of falling off. So it is so we have to change that. So where we can see that such type of staircase, we can see in the railway station, offices, in old buildings, etc. The surface of the staircase should be rough enough. And if you continuously use that, the surface becomes smooth. So it will be it will create less friction, so that there is a chance of falling. So we have to change it. And friction slows down motion. So if friction, as we know that it always it creates opposite motion of an applied force. So friction reduces the motion of an moving parts of machine. So if machine parts are come in contact with each other, so there will be a friction, and friction always acts in the opposite direction of an applied force, and it stops the motion of an moving parts. So in such cases, it's to slow down the movement of the machine parts. So in all moving things, such as you can see car, buses, airplanes, boats, etc., they are slowed down due to friction. The movement will be slowed down. And also due to friction, because of due to friction between that machine parts, and as the movement gets slowed down, the energy is wasted due to that. Energy here you can tell, even fuel which used to run the vehicles will be consumed more. So we can tell that energy is wasted in overcoming that friction. So children, we have learned about disadvantages of friction. We have learned our shoes sole get worn off, tires of vehicles get worn off, and surface of staircase or stepping stone or over bridges get worn off due to friction. And also some machinery parts being worn off, and as well as because of this, energy is being wasted. So children, till now in the session, we have learnt about advantages and disadvantages of friction.